Hi everybody, it's Lori from ODB, and today's tutorial is on a paracord slingshot, aka rock sling. For this tutorial, you will need about 12 to 15 feet, just depending on how big of a sling you want for this part right here. And I have here 550 paracord and the color of Norwich. You will also need a scissors and a lighter. A couple optional tools that you may want is a jig of sorts. I'm going to use here an adapted monkey fist jig. Just going to use these two prongs right here. You might also want a ruler and even potentially a fid for at the very end. The first thing that you'll want to do is get to the end of your paracord, and you'll want to leave maybe 2 to 3 feet off to the side, so you can just estimate that or use your ruler, of course. So leave that 2 to 3 feet going upward right here, and take your long piece with the rest of your cord here, and what you're going to do is just bring it under like this. I know this is a lot of cord right now, so just bear with me. So this is what you should have, just like that, crossing under, and then take that long strand again and bring it back over. So you should have just a little bunny ear like this, just like that. And then what you're gonna do is bring that long piece of cord again back under your short piece. Hold everything in place. So then you should have 2 little bunny ears kind of like this here. Just like this. Now here is the part where you want to measure. This will be how long your the base of your sling will be, this part right here. So usually just a couple of inches is all you would need. And now here's where I'm going to take my adapted monkey fist jig, and I'm just going to use this to hold mine in place. So this is what I have, and you certainly do not need a jig. I thought it made it easier, but you don't have to use that, of course. So again, this piece is your shorter piece, and you can leave that going off to the top there. And then now you will take your longer piece, and this will be what you use to make your sling. You want to make sure that there's no twists or tangles in it. Now it'll be a little cumbersome at first, but of course the further you go, the less cord you'll have to deal with. So you're going to take here, and what you're going to do then is you are going to go over this cord right here, and then you're going to go under, over, under, over. So just, you can do that kind of loosely here, and you can adapt things in a minute. And then pull it all the way through. So this is what it should look like. Again, very, very loosely. Now here's where we're going to tighten this up a little bit. You can tighten that up, and can make your can make the sling smaller if you want to as well, because this is quite large right now. So here's what I have on mine. A little bit of tightening. After you get a few of the weaves right here done, it's a lot easier to tighten it, and you will really start to see it come together. So then you're going to just loop around this bottom one. You're going to go under, over, under, over. So you can kind of think of it, it's almost like the trilobite, where you're just constantly going over and under and weaving around the opposite way that you just came. So this is what that would look like loosely. And then you want to pull it tight and push it towards the left, towards the way that the first one is. Do that. And then again, go back to your longer cord. Then you'll of course go under, and over. Just like this. Just before pulling it through. pull that tight. So this is what it should be. Pull that tight. You can do this as tight or as loose as you want. Some people like to have their slings a little bit looser because they think it'll grip it a little bit better. Otherwise they can be more form-fitting. So of course, again, I'm gonna go under, over, under, over. Okay, and again, this is loosely what you should have. And then now that you have a few more going, it's a little bit easier to tighten these and have it look like the finished product will. So now you can see that's what we have going here. And again, you'll want to be making sure that your bunny ears, if you will, here are even, like mine are there. So that's all we'll do is just keep weaving around until you are at the end here, and then I will show you how to finish it off. Now that I'm finished with the sling, you'll want to end both of yours on the same side right here. Then what I am going to do now is take my fid, and I'm just going to put these going through the back up to the front, just so that they're both end in a little bit more of the middle. So I'm going to take this and go around this one here and just go up through the back to the front. It also just, I think, secures it maybe a hair more, but you don't have to do this step if you don't want to. It's not totally necessary. And again, go up through the back in relatively the same spot as the first one. Okay, so now they're both coming through the middle. So next what you're going to want to do is a slip knot on one of the ends. So just simply cross it over like that and bring it up through and tighten it just like that. And then you can of course adjust that. So this part will go around your finger and it will be a way to hold on to and secure the sling. So that's that part. And then on this end, all you're gonna need to do is just a simple knot. And that just gives you a little bit of extra grip. Then on this end, you can do whatever sort of knot you want. I just did a basic overhand knot. So now what I will do is I'm just gonna leave a little bit of extra cord, probably like 1/2 inch to 1 inch on each side, but just snip them off and then burn them. So here you have it, a paracord slingshot. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed. See you next week.